So good afternoon. We're going to show a couple of things here today, how difficult it is to remove the luggage off this 2014 Hayabusa. We are going to also talk about weight reduction and how much weight has actually been reduced off of this bike. Even though this bike looks quite large and has massive trunk and side panniers, it is actually considerably lighter than a stock bike. So we're going to start by showing you luggage removal, how much time, what it actually weighs, and let's start with that. One, two, this little string here is for weighing purposes. It's also how I store it. All three of the cases are off. Generally how I ride if I go into town or something like that. A lot of people don't like the racks and stuff like that. Somebody asked if it was removable. So I show you two more things. So a lot of people assume that the racks are really heavy. So actually this top rack made by Southwest Motec that I skeletonized with its bar here is actually only a couple ounces heavier than the factory grab handle. This is 2 pounds 4 ounces with the Frankenstein bolts and its spacers. The complete Southwest Motec rack, not these side ones, just this bar and this top aluminum, is 2 pounds 8 ounces. One rack off. The other rack is off now. So this rack I leave on all the time. These actually stay on if you do decide to take these off. They're actually a little bit of a pain to readjust for alignment to make sure all of them connect properly. So this just always stays on. It also makes it easier for me to take it on and off the stand. So now let's get to weighing a few items here. So I have some soft ties already, and these soft ties weigh about 2.5 ounces each. Turn the scale on. We don't want kilograms. I don't want to do the conversion. There we go, pounds. Right? So there are side racks. They're 7 pounds. Now I've already pre-weighed the side cases. They are 8 pounds each basically, and the rear case is 6 pounds, but we're still going to show you that anyway for a total. gave up a long time ago trying to keep that perfect. All the bug hits and road hits, they get marks and scratches. I just polish them up. I don't always run with the top case either. So 30 pounds. It's actually under 30 pounds with the 2, 4, 6 ounces off of it for the straps. Now I've compiled weight reduction, big ticket items that have saved a lot of weight. And the total weight savings is 75 pounds and 6 ounces is what has been trimmed off of this bike. We'll start with the brake rotors, front and rear. There's a total savings of 2 pounds. The exhaust, the full titanium exhaust, was a 35-pound savings. The front fender, which is a GSXR 1000 front fender, saved 1 pound. The Shore Eye battery saved 9 pounds off of the bike. The LSL handlebar kit, the top clamp, and reducing the solid bars that went in the top clamp because it was actual double top clamp configuration from Suzuki, that saved 4 pounds. The ABS delete, this is a 2014. You'll notice that there is no speed rings, no ABS sensor anymore in front or rear. The entire pump and everything out saved 4 pounds, 8 ounces. The Penske shock without the remote reservoir saved 3 pounds, 12 ounces. The engine clutch cover damper, which is right here, as you can see, that's missing, but you wouldn't even know it if I didn't point it out. That saved 8 ounces. Bar end weights saved 1 pound. The sprocket changes, front and rear, saved 12 ounces. The belly wing and the bracket. As you can see, the belly wing and all that's gone. It just makes it easier for me to service the chain touring. That saved 2 pounds. Rear fender delete, going to a Fender Eliminator. That saved 1 pound. Emissions removal on top of the valve cover, everything that was related there. Once the ECU was flashed and all that was turned off, including the O2 sensor in the exhaust, that saved 2 pounds. Pegs, front and rear. So I have Buell pegs with no weights on them. And these nice little aftermarket jobbers that I found on eBay. I don't even know who made them, but they are extremely light. The pegs, front and rear, saved 1 pound, 4 ounces. Side stand. So I'm actually using a modified Ninja 650 side stand with a larger base plate, but it is actually hollow. It tucks in better to the bike, and that actually saved, what is our weight savings with that? 1 pound, 3 ounces. The Vortex fuel cap, 7 ounces. Titanium hardware changes throughout the entire bike. Basically every nut and bolt on the bike is nearly titanium, except for a few large ones on the suspension link. My axles and some of the body bolts, these are not titanium yet, going to be ordered. I do have some aluminum hardware, but titanium, 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 titanium. Everything up in the steering stem area is titanium. All rotor bolts are titanium, axle nut is titanium, pinch bolts titanium, upper triple and lower triple titanium. Titanium on the foot pegs here. It just goes on, and other parts have been ordered in titanium. Titanium controls. All the shock linkage is titanium. The axle nut is titanium, rear rotors, rear brake caliper. Just goes on and on. It's a never-ending sickness. And stock weight for a bike off the showroom floor, full of fuel, ready to go, depending on which magazine or who you look up, is between 586 and 589 pounds wet for a Gen 2. So wet, without any of the additions, the racks or anything, my bike would be 511 pounds is what it would weigh. Full of fuel, no racks, no GPS, no radar, stock windscreen, no fog lights. There are some additions on the bike that do actually add weight. The cruise control adds just a little over 2 pounds. I've got it mounted here under the tank. Most everybody puts it back here in the trunk area, but I didn't want to put it there and take up my storage space. There's a few things on the bike I haven't listed where I've saved weight because I don't have the part any longer to weigh the original part, but like the rear master brake reservoir, that's all gone, so I probably saved 3 to 6 ounces there with the hose, the bracket, the bolt, and everything like that. There's a few other places I intend on saving some weight in the future. Lighter swing arm by about 7 to 9 pounds, depending on once it's made. CZ wheels, lighter tires. I actually plan on starting to go to a 60 series tire, which my wife and I both run the exact same tire on her Bandit and my Bird. However, her tire is a 60 series and mine is a 70 series. The 60 series is actually 1 pound lighter than the 70 series. So I intend on trying that out, seeing how I like that tire. If I don't like how it handles, I'll actually transplant it back to my wife's bike and I'll go back to a 70 series. But I'm going to try it for grins anyway. So that is pretty much it, everybody. I wanted to share that. And of course, I'm a very small rider, so I only weigh about 142 pounds, about 155, 156 in gear.